Yeah, that's kind of what I expected to see here. They played like Tracer, Sojourn, Ram, Bap, Lucio seems to be their bread and butter, and they're going to be pulling out all the stops here when it comes to their opposition. Dreamland, on the other hand, though, is going to be going for this Doomfist dive. Yeah, that's very interesting.
I don't think I need the color source.
Echo in such a low ceiling environment as well.
Yeah, can be a little bit rough, and well, there's the Rush, and it's doing what Rush does best. Look at one target and kill. Racked with a nice little double kill there. Best Catboy in North American.
Wait, did they just say best Catboy?
Best of starts.
I can't see it. If you go look at Rack Attack's POV, he's got this flag behind him that looks like he's got Catios. I can't unsee it, but you know what? Maybe it's just the Catboy energy there that's getting them the W's right now. The Echo's getting chased down as well, and this is where you can start to see this Echo really falter, is if you don't have that space for it. But like, I don't know why they're fighting over
Infected is the classic.
I love Infected.
Standing on top of the wall and,
I love Infected. That kid is fucking disgusting at the game, bro. I remember playing in like top 500 games. This kid was like 12, 13, 14 years old, fucking popping the fuck off in games. Top 500, he hit rank 1 too. He's insane. Students of the game is definitely a good fucking team.
So it gives you a little bit more sustain, right? You've got that Fortify, which can help this Rissa just stay on.
I don't think he's 15. I think he's 17. Is he 17 now? Because I think you have to be 17 years or older to play in this, right?
Beating PGE to his own game. Nice couple of kills. Free Deadeye too, although probably not going to find any effect with it. There you go. High Noon whiffs a little bit, but all good. Damage is already done. Nice little stick there from Ryan as Cal ends up going down. A big reset here for students of the game. Can't afford any more deaths.
They can't, but they have a lot that they can come back in and contest with. Not only did they get out the 2 DPS ultimates on Dreamland, but now they've got their 2 support ultimates, Window to help move everybody back, and then you also have that Sound Barrier, which is just such a critical ultimate in this meta. The only thing that I feel like is going to be really tough is that Dreamland is running that Kiriko, and Onion has been super good with the Suzu so far, and so how do you actually weave this pulse in?
Normally a common counter, that's Echo, and yeah, PG making sure Time is feeling that last death that he receives. Nice little kill indeed, and more importantly there, students of the game using 0 ults, 68% for Dreamland on the board. Anian though can come back in. She has got the rush. Could be pretty easy to kind of rush on that.
Infected is rank 3 champion right now. That's disgusting. I mean, that whole team is really good, man. PGE. I don't know who Scissors is really.
We've seen that can happen when Cassidy is just on his own in the back line and just has the free reign. And so you want to make sure that that Cassidy's not getting as much value and just the consistent damage. But it's time, I think, for Scissors to try to use this pulse.
Yeah, good tracking from Scissors there. Does recall just in time before he gets domed. However, Cow's in a very good position up on this high ground. Looked like someone was trying to interfere with this line of sight, but he's going to be all good. Even chasing Chime away too. Had to duck behind cover. Cow's Window not finding any kills, nor much healing either, as the rest of his team did fall around him, as Dreamland clean this fight up super quick. Soon as the game, an expensive team fight from them, and they end up losing it.
Yeah, 4 ultimates that they expended into that fight, and Dreamland is now in 1-fight territory. They still have this pulse bomb, and critically, there's no Suzu on the other side. It's just going to be down to this immortality field here from Cal to be able to try to negate the power of that ultimate. But this is it, Jaws. This could be last fight.
That pulse bomb, Ryan's look at the Lucio, spots Cow too, can throw the pulse bomb when they want, but there's the lamp, and now's the time to go. Lands the floor pulse, and there's the kill. Don't need to attach him if PG just walks straight into them. Dreamland with 99% now. Students of the game actually managed to find the flip. Infected was on the point the entire time while his team were just getting decimated in the sidelines, and Dreamland end up cleaning that 1 tank up, and that should just be it. Chime's even got that overclock ready and waiting to go. Scissors, however, does get the touch, but students of the game have very little ultimates coming back into this one.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Make his presence known on the point to actually acquire
Dreamland is not a team to what do you call it? Take lightly though.
Shot to the chest of Scissors, and the Tracer is already dead.
Yeah, that's definitely a Dreamland.
There's only 3 of them left. They do
Their fucking logo is sick.
But this Ram is not long left for
bro, this caster voice is so good. Who, Jaws?
Following down the path to exile as they do end up trading.
I'm actually really excited that I had Jaws on my
and Chime were
what do you call it?
Farming their ultimates. Oh my god. I was looking at the charge just... I think that Anion had 3 rushes.
I really like Jaws.
It just felt like it was charging up so quickly.
He's really
no
fucking good. We had him for the J3 tournament too.
Always had some sort of call and response to what students of the game were running. I wonder though what would happen if there were less hero swaps across the board, Jaws. Everybody felt like they were changing their hero like every single map.
You have angered the chat and you have angered the Reddit. Counter swapping and these are rising up as we speak. I think, yeah,
Listen,
maybe
I don't think counter swapping is bad. I just think that in this particular instance, we talked to a bunch of teams where if you don't have a strong game plan or you're focusing too much on counter picking,
right,
what we saw in the M80 match yesterday, then you're not focusing on the mechanics of playing together as a team.
When I like this though, I do love a good mirror.
This
especially
is fun.
with two Doomfists. It's gonna be slow and tempered aggression, waiting for one of the Echoes to kind of choke someone down with a sticky bomb.
Yeah, this is the first thing that we saw in NA. NA is actually doing a lot of mirror matchups. In EU, there was not really that many mirror matchups.
Size, as the point does unlock, just like Dreamland right now, on the back foot as PG picks up the kill on the Echo.
It's a big opening pick, and that's going to allow students of the game to be able to get to the point first. But this is the map that I would expect to see Echo shine on way more. You've got so many more open air to play around with, and Scissors already is going to be very close to that duplicate by the time that Dreamland comes back. That's a huge ult to play with, especially if you can play a little bit more aggressive with this Echo.
Yeah, I mean, the disparity there, Rose, is just so apparent. Scissors has their ult pretty much already in Chime. 50%. Not great. And Scissors, too, is kind of corralling Dreamland, making sure there's no, like, sneaky traces going around the side. There's the dupe, onto the Doom, straight to the backline. Anian, though, quick teleport away. Scissors
get him! Nice!
Straight in front of the Doomfist, squished against the statue.
What's up, Meg?
And Isuzu is going to save the rest of students of the game from receiving any more damage. Dreamland going for a reset here. As students of the game, they're looking pretty good, especially defending this point. It's been a pretty
Doom
nice
is weak, needs buffs. Bro, you are fucking on drugs.
But Scissors just shutting them down over and over again.
That's really important, though, in these aerial duels, is to be able to mark the enemy Echo, and that is what's happening. But students of the game just lose their paint, so...
Yeah, a little bit rough, but now they want to go quickly, try and even the score. A 4v4, make that a 3v4 as Cal also ends up falling for students of the game. Dreamland did end up manage to find the flip as well halfway through this team fight, and with a lot of ults on board.
All I'm saying is that my pulse bombs, I don't care what anyone says. You guys make fun of my pulse bombs, but my pulse bombs actually fucking are goated.
Trouble, but it's actually a quick flip from students of the game.
And now they have 3 more ultimates to work with, too. So it's just going to have a second duplicate already on this round. But as I say that...
Well, there you go. Straight back in, though, with the sound barrier. Again, they want to turn the tides. A duplication onto Chime, but Cal is already dead. It's now a 3v5 with 2 Lucios. Yeah, we're back in Season 1, Overwatch 1, back in 2016. So 82% to an 11, and a free sound barrier. This is Dreamland's fight to lose, and lose they are not. PG ends up falling, and students of the game now just...
Damn, what a stall. Holy shit.
As many percentage points as possible.
What a stall.
So much investment there from students of the game. They used both of their support ultimates in that fight when they were already down a member of their team. Now Dreamland, they get back control. I see the reasoning, right? Like, students of the game are so close that if they were able to just get a pick or two, even up the score of the fight, and then be able to take it, they got the round win. But Dreamland here, they have so much to work with now, and Astronauts can actually play really aggressively with the Meteor Strike.
Oh, speaking of which, you get held in that Meteor Strike now as well.
Suzu. I love Suzu.
Cal instantly Suzu's himself. So Astronix in a little bit of trouble. However, Scissors, a bit more so, as Ryan ends up chasing them down. Dreamland still in control of the point, mind you. We'll see if students of the game want to go for a reset. It looks like, yeah, tempering their aggression right now, playing a little bit more passively, waiting for the 5 of them to regroup.
You know, especially because they just got out a big ultimate there from Dreamland, so now you get to come in with the Pulse Bomb as well as the duplicate, so students of the game are feeling a little bit better about the firepower here.
Another missed pulse bomb. I don't know, chat.
Aggressive there, Ryan. I saw that pulse bomb miss. Tried to get PG on the recall. Would have made a good Twitter clip, but unfortunately, didn't end up landing. Duplication from Scissors onto the Doomfist. Now you have to deal with both of them, and maybe a free Meteor Strike too. No, good punch from Dreamland's Doom there, as they do not go out of that duplication. And speaking of more Doomfists, well, Chime's turn now to show you how it is done, Scissors, but meets a similar fate to the hands of the sticky bombs from Scissors. But now with PG and Scissors down, I mean, students of the game game. They got to rely on 2 people. 85%.
Wait, that's actually weird. So Dreamland, the team name is Dreamland top right, but in the game it says Team Chime. Oh, and Team Rack Attack. That's probably the team name that they signed up with, and they made them think of actual team names, chat.
Coming in from Rack Attack. Only hits 3, but it might be good enough. Grapes opts their own beat as overtime is in session. And Ian going super low and Infected struggling to land these punches, but it doesn't really matter. Cal laid down the road on the point, meaning Dreamland had to scatter, and now it's Students of the Game. It's their turn to control, and it's Dreamland's turn to get on the point, cause OT. A pulse bomb in the hands of Ryan, but looking for a target, and so sunk it straight home too. Scissors did not know what just hit him, but Students of the Game have already lost their DPS, but who needs the DPS?
Come on, Infected. Come on, Rack Attack.
Rack Attack finds the kill onto Chime. Nowhere near that beat, but he's not going to need it. Still dishing out a ton of damage, and Astronix has just somehow still kept alive, Rose.
Oh
Bro, the Lucio's skating. Who is that? Grapes? Look at Grapes, bro. God damn. Oh, get back on it. Oh.
Infected and Cal getting stunned. Grapes taken down high in the sky.
Nice fucking game, bro.
To take down Chime as well.
Nice game so far, chat. Nice game. That's crazy.
This has been so close, Jaws. Like this round especially, even looking at the mirror match, look at what they were able to do.
This is a fucking good game, chat.
And they rock with it. That's gonna be a win here.
This is one of those games we've all experienced it. This is one of those games where you're like leaning back and you're really chill, and then you like, and then you start to sit up.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Well, maybe not. It's pretty good as a ram point. Seeing a lot of Orisa here as well. Just your ability to kind of hunker down on the point and just play that central column, so you're not taking damage from every single angle possible. So I won't be too surprised to see that. But both teams opting for the mirror again. I like what I'm seeing. There's a lot of environmental potential. That's why I like it so much.
Okay, still the same mirror matchup here, chat. Oh, thanks, Meg. I'm glad I watched yesterday.
With all of this stun and CC.
Ooh, yeah, Infected taking a little bit of damage there. Does charge up the power-up punch, but it's actually Ryan getting the better of PG there in the Tracer duel.
A little bit of a backup here from Students of the Game. They don't want to go in without their Tracer, and they also don't want to get punched off this bridge if they're gonna sit there.
It's funny because both the Dooms are just kind of looking at each other, like, knowing that each other has the power up.
Oh, poor Infected, bro.
Takedown though of Infected. They do trade as Chime was trying to follow up on that kill, and Rack Attack lands a nice little boot. But this is not really where you want to be. As an Echo, maybe you do. You can just fly up in the sky. It's not too much of an issue. But ooh, long range punch, sending both the supports as Student in the Game.
Are mirror matchups this common? I'm new to OWCS. Not really. I feel like it would be 50-50. It depends on the region. I feel like we were just watching EU. There was not a lot of mirror matchups in EU. Like 2 or 3 characters would be a little different. I think NA is a lot more mirror matchups though.
Yeah, Onion's not far behind either, but 2 very quick trades there. And even more, Cal just rips the head off of Astronix. And Rack Attack yet again finds another boot kill. I'm loving these Lucio dupes, but I'm not sure how much of an effect it's going to have happen now.
Oh no, oh no.
A definite losing fight. Ends up just taxiing themselves towards the edge of the map so they can easily, quickly and cleanly get away. Oh, Onion not quite so lucky though as PG. PG chases them down.
I think you're okay with that trade as well, because you're just stalling for time here. Tracer is going to be able to get back really fast, and Dreamland now being kept at bay. They have the pulse bomb though. This Kitsune Rush can be really valuable as well as an engagement tool, but you've got to get past this Doomfist on the bridge.
Oh, Anian does end up ripping the Kitsune Rush, laying that across the front of the point. Nice sticky swiftly ends his life, and Infected somehow, some way, punches Ryan into a different stratosphere. Infected actually coming up with 2. A double Kiriko. Yeah, I don't think anybody's dying. A double Suzu.
A double Kiriko. I don't think anybody's dying. What a fucking true statement.
Finds a kill onto Grapes as the quick flip comes through for Students.
Oh, he almost got his rush too.
Watching what these Echoes decide to duplicate. I feel like we've seen a lot of just like tank choices over the last few years, but I think that with the hero dupes we've seen, like when Ana was really popular, that was such great utility to have immediately, and teams are starting to recognize that as well here, just being able to do.
Come on, Infected.
Well.
Yeah, it's great that you get like instant value from someone like an Ana.
Isn't this Infected's like first tournament as well, because he just turned 17?
Lucio, you know, if you're feeling spicy, feeling saucy, maybe
like real tournament. I'm not talking about like my tournament or anything.
staring at PGE, just wants a fair 1v1, but doesn't like the PGE supports. Are going to let them have it. Pulse Bomb narrowly missing Rack Attack there. Meteor Strike coming in for Infected.
Oh, jeez. Infected. Infected, you're scaring me, bud.
All good. Infected survives yet another day as Rack Attack lays down that sound barrier, making this fight a little bit too easy. Dreamland need to reset, but I don't think soon as the game are going to allow them to do so. 99% now as they tick to overtime as Cal rips the rush on the point. Ryan, Astronics are dead, and what was a fairly close last round, this is a bit of a slaughter from students of the game as they take map number 1.
Damn!
Still such a close map overall, though. Cowman is a name that I recognize from beginning my Contenders broadcast career and has just been around the scene for like 5-6 years at this point. So it's really great to be able to see him back in action playing for this new team in Dreamland. But take a look at all of that dynamite damage that just came through here from PPG.
That is filthy.
Wow.
That's a free 20%. I really like Ash in these kind of compositions, especially with the SIGs.
Good.
So much damage. Plus, it really helps your Tracer too. I mentioned it yesterday, I think. But the Dynamite just inflicting that DPS passive onto
Oh
everybody
my
is
god,
really
what
nice.
a fucking rock! Yep, rock.
PG is now a fossil. Sugar Papa with a very nice kill using that rock. They do just leg it to point.
All right, well, that's going to be a really nice point rotation because at this point, students of the game are the outside looking in, and this rotation, you've got the high ground here for Dreamland, and now they're all caught in a tiny room.
Yeah, both lamps have been down. The summons are killed. Point presence.
Nice shots, man.
For Dreamland, but it doesn't matter. Clean up for Ryan and Chime, and there you go. First point cap, just like that.
It's really great when you're the attacking team to force the defending team into just a disadvantageous position, and that's exactly what that rotation aimed to do. A lot of times when you see those teams rotate up to that high ground, they're trying to force everybody back towards Snax Ramus, and there's not many places you can hide in there. Let's just put it that way. So really great early take here by Dreamland. We're seeing exactly what we were thinking we would see coming out from Cowman. Just the Sigma
That was
is a perfect choice.
That was
If
a
you're
very quick
expecting that
first
it's gonna be
point.
something very similar coming out from your opponent. Take this high ground away if you can, but it's going to be a lot of wrestling
Nice
over
block.
this high ground for these two teams.
Yeah, there's definitely two looks you can take Blizzard World and just being like dive, like Space Station Gaming would play, or the Sigma. Definitely one of the better heroes. You can just kind of plop yourself on the point or on the high ground and sit there and then wait for your DPS to kill people. Speaking of which, well, Chime snipes Cow out of thin air. Window on the low ground for Rack Attack. All right, well, that is as soon as the game just kind of falling over there like a bit of paper in the wind.
Yeah, now that means that Time gets free control of this high ground, especially if you can play around on this pylon.
I'll get to all the subs after, chat.
Sugar Papa is able to put that Sigma shield, so Chime just is able to freely fire without worrying about taking any damage. And that's another really nice thing about the Sigma. Listen, that was the right play, though. Just don't move. If you want to attach with a point, just don't move.
Real nice boot there from Grapes. I mean, the Sigma Flux also came out just in the nick of time for Cowman or Sugar Papa to lift everybody up from students of the game so they couldn't touch. But the boop onto the Bob, because the Bob was eventually going to get there, but just forced it off. And one of the hardest point on the C2 cap, historically in Overwatch. Second point on Blizzard World, or not, I guess not in Overwatch as a whole, but just this map at least, has been capped with relative ease. I mean, 5 minutes in the time bank going into third point, that's nothing to scoff at. World record breaking, it feels like.
That was smooth. That was smooth sailing here. Students of the game still haven't had a chance to breathe with the pressure that Dreamland has been putting onto them. Whether it's been a first pick or just a use of ultimates here, Chime already got the overclock.
It didn't even matter if effective whiff. He got rocked anyway. Oh, the railgun, the pulse bomb. It is all falling apart for students of the game right now. They are just losing people left, right, and center. I mean, they can't do... Yeah, okay, whoa. Don't lose your Lucio, especially one that's got sound barrier. Now it's just a quick steamroll for Dreamland.
Dude, students of the game, bro. They're getting their shit fucking pushed in right now.
Pick for PG, definitely one of his better heroes.
Yeah, but
I mean, not as nasty as those spheres,
though.
It's so tough because you've got the Sigma shield that you have to play around, and then you also have Chime, who is just not missing today. This has been so smooth because Chime.
I don't know how I feel about the Widow here, chat. Thoughts?
Pick, railgun charge, shot, anything. And
he needs to hit those shots, man.
Actually stabilize this fight. I don't know. The Widow's gonna be a tough ask.
Yeah, it is a pretty tough position to play with, especially now they're using sound barrier. Tempo. Around Matra switched for Infected, but yeah, even the block, you can't survive against the window like that.
I mean, they're trading out. They could probably win this.
Recall, but Ryan
no.
and Chime are just demolishing
3 minutes.
Right now, and that
is yo, what my favorite thing, chat, my favorite thing about this is that even though Dreamland won, Dreamland lost the first match, they didn't lose. They didn't lose their mental, bro. Their mentality was still there. They came back the next map. They fucking rolled, bro.
Just do better.
It's only the first half of the game, though. Only the first half of the game.
Honestly.
And I was like, if you press Q better, you would also be
just
better.
Win the game. To just click their heads. Yeah, exactly.
Just be good.
Just be good.
So true.
The best advice coming in from Zoe.
Exactly. As soon as the game now. Thank God. Thanks for that. As soon as the game on offense now, of course, and yeah, that's a bit of a tall mountain to climb. But sometimes for me, I'm like, and I think a lot of people feel this too. You just want to put a little bit of sticky tape or masking tape over the time of the enemy team. Just ignore it for the time being, and then just pretend, you know, we're on the first attack, guys.
That's good advice.
Just ignore it. It's all good. Different round, different mindset. Get back into it. We'll see
hey, chat. I just want to say, this happens a lot in comp, but not mostly in this. If you're playing comp and the other team caps with 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and you get fucking like, and you just get defeated, like you shouldn't. That was only half of the game. There's so many games out there where both teams get fucking rolled on offense. A defense, and both teams have a great offense. Like that's only half of the game. Yeah.
The game they are rocking out with the Zenyatta and the Baptiste. Okay, so typically when we see
like everyone likes a good comeback story.
It's been Cal picking up
Ask Kim K, bro.
We did see this happen.
How you doing, Flats?
For their very first group stage game, where Rack Attack switched over to the Baptiste in order to be able to play a little bit more flexibly with just a bit more of that Orb of Discord. It can help out with the damage output.
Yo, PG.
Oh, PGE, man.
Just a stray bullet there from Chime, taking out PG.
SQ? Oh, sorry, I'm lagging.
Nice rotation, though. Ideal for supports that want to maintain cover here as they got the mega health back. But yeah, especially with a person down, it seemed almost inevitable for Dreamland to come in. Cal at least picks up a kill. They pick up the Tracer, but that'll be a
yeah, that's a good example. KSA was down, what, 0-2 or 0-3?
This is a good
I don't know if it was a best of 7 or a best of 5. I think it was a best of 5. They were down 0-2, and then fucking KSA came back and won 3-2.
Composition from the game come through is
it was insane. KSA was down 0-2 and also down 0-2 on Flashpoint. They managed to come back, win Flashpoint, and then win the fucking series, which was a fucking insane sweep, reverse sweep.
A lot of defensive countermeasures though on the SIG too, so it will be tough to burst them down even if they've got the Discord on them. Sugar Papa also is trying to LOS it as well. As soon as you see that Discord apply, quickly LOS and you're all good. Grapes ends up going down to Scissors of all people. Now Sugar Papa in a little bit of trouble, and the Zen, that Discord orb is going to be sticking permanently, I'd imagine now, as he tries to run away, but Effective just chasing them down. Scissors almost with a nice little one clip, but yeah, infiltrating the back line was the Tracer, and they managed to open up the point.
That's another way that you can play that too, is you'll see that Scissors is going to play a lot of disruption in that backline, and if you can keep like Anion and Grapes busy, then they're also not healing the team. They have to peel for each other. So that's one of the ways you can also mitigate how much impact Sugar Papa is having on the front line, is if you just don't have that mobility there, then it's a little bit more difficult to try to strafe around all of that damage coming your way.
Plus the easiest orb target of all time for Cal. Just put the orb on the Tracer. Just okay, you go do your thing. No one's going to heal you. The orb's going to be fine.
Magnificent.
All right, high ground push here for Rack Attack or team _ Rack Attack _ as they try and push height. Hopefully using that window to great effect, but both Sigmas have the fluxes, so either one that's going to make a move, they're probably going to...
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think PGE is having a great game right now. He keeps dying first and getting caught out of position. Chat, talk about this game. Shut up.
Right now on the Zen. There's one person that likes good Zen play, it is me.
How much is the prize? 30,000 for first place. 75,000 total.
Effective stole it.
Last one away.
That's just rude. That's just rude, honestly. You were supposed to let your Zen have that one. That's how you keep getting healed, is if you let the Zen have the fight.
That's so true. Just keep the Zen's ego at all-time high.
Yeah.
It will keep killing everybody.
Yes, they'll keep killing and they'll keep healing, and that's exactly what you want out of your Zen player. Transcendence now.
Hey guys, what's up?
It's Transcendence. Oh, he fell down. No way.
Oh.
It's all good though. PG snipes Chime through the window. A nice little one-shot body shot there as Chime tried to rip the overclock. Speaking of which, PGE is going to have to contend with this overhealth now after Grapes laid down the sound barrier. Oh, Grapes' schmovement. Luckily to get out of the way of PGE. Sugar Papa not quite so lucky though. Just raw aim power from the Sojourn currently. No high ground control at all. The spawn advantage very much in favor of Dreamland right now. So PGE has to make a decision, and the decision will be to back off for the time being.
You still got a lot of ultimates out of Dreamland though, so students of the game is probably pretty happy about this. Oh, now that Anion is down as well, this pulse bomb is free.
Oh my god, okay, shit.
Cal's a monster.
Cal is just killing everybody right now. Scissors with the pulse bomb in hand, spots Ryan, tries the blink melee, misses it once, misses it twice, misses it 3 times. It's all good though, hits the recall, and Ryan recalls straight
Okay, I see PGE coming back.
Over with.
They have 3.5.
3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. They're definitely not going to beat the time bank, but any time more than OT there is always a good thing. So their final push into last now. And Dreamland in a very good spot right now, Rose. If they can just stall out here, they might just earn themselves a free attack if they can push students the game into OT.
Well, I mean, they also already have like a 3.5 minute time bank banked up. So anything less than a minute here for students of the game is going to be devastating. That's a whole slate of ultimates online. But Chime is able to keep them at bay for now as Scissors gets taken down. And that'll be at least a little bit of a brief reprieve here for Dreamland. One step closer to just holding this final point.
I think Cal was also on my team for the Lulu tournament chat that I won.
All over the show.
I think, right?
There, same Onion actually putting the window down right next to Chime and then popping the lamp. Uh-oh, well, that's not where you want to be, Chime, if I'm very honest with you. You kind of split.
I remember playing with Cal on something. It was Z-Man and Deco. Cal's a really good support player. Yeah, I don't remember anything, Meg. This is nothing new.
Dreamland backing up. Still, though, they waste a minute on that first corner, Rose.
I had a lot of fun at the Taylor Swift concert, though.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the fact that we've got this gravitic flux online for Infected. That is a great way to be able to just sort of make everybody an easy target here for PGE to take down.
Overclock. Ooh, Ryan landing that pulse one right next to PGE. PGE finding body shots, no headshots, but there's the Sigma in his sights, and Scissors doing the damage needed. Same with Infected.
It was Fallout Boy, yes, chat. It was a Fallout Boy concert. I was just messing with Meg.
They managed to push this one. Not as a quick of a speed run. We'll call that second place on the leaderboards. As Dreamland now just try and just stack on the point as quick as they can to burn some more precious seconds.
See, the game is not over until it's over, chat. It's not over until it's over.
This is a lot of time for both teams. Almost 2 minutes means that students of the game have realistically 2 attempts to make their attack. And that's also plenty of time to start getting ultimates online. That's a little worrisome, I think, if you're Dreamland, but you still have a 1.5 minutes on them, so even more time to get some ultimates up. But if you fail once, like that can be really, really detrimental here for Dreamland.
Yeah, especially if you don't find like an initial explosive pick. A lot of these fights can last a little time. Both the Sojourns are trying to earn their railgun to try and snipe someone off. The Tracers are trying to infiltrate the back line and trying to just burn someone down that maybe the Sojourn or the Sigma has kind of chunked. And then the Sigma's obviously very good at just kind of holding one point, rotating with their shield, rotating their cooldown. So yeah, these fights can take a long time. As soon as the game want to just be very explosive, I wonder if they're going to do the same thing. Are they just going to kind of run it down the kind of classic like default route to the point, or are they just going to go for a big flank like Dreamland did?
Yeah, I think with the amount of time that they have, you're just hoping that like this is going to be an easy takedown of somebody in the front line. That's why you're going to still see the Zenyatta being run here. I think that's a smart choice, just knowing also how cracked Cal was on the Zenyatta in that last round. I think you always run this, see if you can just get a nice volley. You still might have plenty of time to get a Transcendence up and running depending on how much damage you do.
I wish we could hit. I wish we could see the stats as well.
Forward into snacks.
You know what would be really cool if they like built some like integrated system where I could just hit tab right now and look at the scoreboard. That would be fucking cool.
All right. Nice little rotation. Same thing.
Oh, wait, you can?
Exactly.
Oh, look at Meg, bro. Look, you can look at the stats.
And just try and poke this Sigma out. Well, there's the explosive start they needed. PG gets the better of Chime as now.
Oh my god, you just have to go to the fucking face it.
Well, Sugar Papa's life.
That is sick. It won't update until the round ends. That is sick, bro.
Yeah, good rotation there from the Sigma, pushing onto height as Dreamland are going to try and jump on the.
That is fucking sick, man.
There's already 2 ticks for students of the game. They're taking an overwhelming amount of damage. And Ian saving Sugar Papa for a little bit of time.
Nice. They capped it, chat. They capped it. That's like the biggest fucking hurdle in
48 seconds to go here.
for first point, yeah.
Students of the game. PG is also.
Yeah, rare Meg W, chat. Can I get a rare Meg W?
What is with this team right now? You can't let your teammate have the 5K.
The DPS players need their ego inflated. Ranked DPS.
Oh yeah, DPS.
I'm joking.
Yes.
I'm joking. All right, good start though for students of the game. Yeah, Scissor's going to sit on the point. If they've got Pulse Bomb, they don't need to charge it. And
like,
exactly,
not just
so
Pulse, Window too.
It looks like they're actually just going to rotate down to low ground. Yeah, Rack Attack kind of pinging this central column, hits the regenerative burst, and there is the window, and there is the snipe. PG with an instant kill onto Grapes as they assailed through the air to try and land on top of PG.
There you go, PG.
Sugar Papa dead too. Explosiveness is exactly what students of the game need, and exactly what they're bringing too. Overtime is here. It is still Scissors on the point, contesting, as PGE with the overclock is going to now take the high ground.
Oh, this high ground is such a nice position for PGE to be in, especially with the overclock. It's just free reign.
A Twitch
right
extension
now.
would be really cool.
Right at their spawn.
To get the things, yeah. I wish it was just a little easier than going to the website, but we'll check it, chat.
To create some space. Early transcendence from Cal. Sugar Papa 10% towards that gravitic flux. Can they actually get it on time? And PGE just snipes Ryan out of this universe as Dreamland are just going to fall over on this second point. And
bro, all I'm saying is that Dreamland literally rolled students of the game, but students of the game didn't lose their fucking mental state, bro. They came back. They're coming back and they're clapping their cheeks, bro. They made it all the way to third point again with a minute.
Oh, I love this.
What was it? What was that? A minute and 40 or something?
You know you can't step off, and if you're able to just get the full capture here, think about the mental damage that does to your
1 minute 55?
The neutral game is so much better here, Rose. You're right. With the Orisa versus the Sigma, you've used your flood.
Oh! Oh my god, infected! Holy shit!
Beautiful stuff. And now Dreamland are down and ults, and they're down pressure too. This Orisa can just basically donk walk in front of you, and there's not much you can really do about it. Even now with the sound barrier, I mean, Grapes is trying to taxi them forward, but Infected refuses to move. Overtime is still here as PG.
Oh, PGE on the Widow again.
Team, by the way, he's in a defensive position though. Infected takes care of Sugar Papa as they continue the payload going.
Wow, PGE's actually just gonna T-pose in front of the spawn real quick and walk all the way back. Has some nice sightlines there onto the point. Oh my goodness, this is looking like it might be pretty lights out here, Jaws.
Quick dive onto the backline is what they need, but look at this, a window Widowmaker. Is there anything more scary? I don't think so, especially who has cracked aim as PGE. He didn't even need to hit the head, but he did it for the style points.
Damn! Yo, all I gotta say is that PGE looked like he was feeding, dying first, and all that shit. He turned up at the end, bro. He turned up at the end.
Okay, I think students of the game just said anything you can do, we can do.
All I'm saying, chat, I called it. Dreamland rolled. Dreamland rolled, and then I said, students of the game, you remember, don't lose that. You might have got rolled, but that's only half the game. And now they're at 6 fucking points capped.
It's just so tough to ask to have yet a second repeat performance of a full, non-stop push through Blizzard World. That's so tough.
Hey, you take that bit of tape that you used a minute ago and cover up the 6. Don't worry about it.
Just move it over to
Got 326 on the time bank. You're chilling. You're chilling. You can do it once, you can do it again. I'm curious.
That was a good fucking. That was a good. That was good.
The TP out, or not TP, sorry. It's the Lifeweaver and then the Mercy and then the Widow to try and get an initial pick. Doesn't like many teams actually want to do that because of how far the other team's kind of playing back on the defense. But I always kind of like that small thing because if you do manage to get the pick, it's like the classic Widowmaker on King's Row And when
But
you grab
how
high
many
ground, just
opponents are gonna
I know how many
be in your
opponents.
sights? Do you want to actually waste those 5 to 7
It takes 10 seconds.
It takes some time.
Forward. They just want to go and
valuable
they will.
seconds.
Well, they haven't got many left. I'm going to be honest with you, Rose. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. They actually switched to the Ram comp, so going completely brawl now.
Okay, so this gives you an opportunity to just punch past the Sigma Shield. I like it. See if you can walk into the Zenyatta.
Yeah, walking into this wave of damage, though, it's not
Walking into a Zenyatta? Chat, hold me, I'm scared. I don't know if you want to do that.
The Ram is just so subject to the Zen Discord, and then free charge as well for PGE to earn themselves a free railgun. They're going to put themselves on the point for the time, but the rotations from students of the game, none of them going down just yet. It's up to Dreamland to jump onto the backline to try and find kills and initiate these fights, but that's just not what's happening. Chime takes down Rack Attack, yes, but the rest of the team are already gone.
Oh, look at the tracking as well. This is going to be a stagger, too, when you... Okay, just take a look at, like, Chime just got to sit there for a little bit. But, yeah, look at that. That's a minute gone now off of that time bank. They get to try this again, but this is 2 attempts left that Dreamland have. And you're already starting to look at students of the game having ultimates on the board. Scissors is a pulse. You're walking right into that.
I mean, Ryan is 55% on their own. Trying to just navigate around the low ground there. Doesn't want to take too much poke, working that vortex out as well. Oh no, it's their own teams, my bad. Oh, instantly hit the recall though, as spheres were thrown his way. And again, it's going to be very tough for the Ram here. They just need to, well, take a lead out of student games book. Just be explosive, just go right to the backline. Anian in a little bit of trouble. Pops the lamp down, scared of scissors, but you got to be scared what's in front of you as well. Infected.
Okay, I guess that works. Oh my god, Ryan with the one clip though.
They end up going back to spawn, and oh dear, this is not looking good. Ryan trying to be
holy shit, Ryan is cooking!
Seconds to go, and these late deaths.
Oh, 1 second on recall. I hate that. Wait, Grapes came back and got the kill.
It is Grapes that is going to come up clutch with the kill, but it's all about the time bank right now. They're going to have to get that high ground super quickly, but because the deaths were so staggered, it's only Anian now coming back to the point. Students of the game are in such a good spot to hold forward.
Yeah, they can. I mean, in fact, they're just going to contest.
Judgment of the Tracer. Okay, Tracer ran out of blinks, ran out of recall there, so Scissors had to end up backing off, but still a good spot for students of the game to be in as Dreamland try and rush this high ground. To try and send us from Cal, dissuading them just a little bit as Chime tries to go for the throat on PG.
That battle, ooh.
But PG just dodging out of the way just in time. An overclock in hand, and just like that, PG just rips the head off of Anian, and now the push can continue. 35 seconds to go as students of the game taking over this payload as they try to look for some spawn kills.
Yeah, this at this point is
I don't know, chat. I think this might be... Ooh, actually, both teams have a lot of ults. There's going to be an ult trade-off. Whoever wins the ult war is going to win. I think Dreamland might win, though, because they have beat. Students of the game don't have their Transcendence.
Nice clutch slam there from Anian, saving Sugar Papa just in time before they get sniped. A sound barrier to push them forward too. Annihilation, infected in trouble.
Wait, he can pop his ult. He can pop his ult. Pop your ult and go in there, man.
PG and Infected throwing towards them is too much for the tank to bear. And now PG just sitting on this overclock too. Infected does end up going pretty low, but still trusting in his backline to keep him alive.
Oh, damn, bro. I'm actually really surprised they didn't... I'm actually really surprised. They just need to win one team fight, and they have the whole fucking map to do it. But I felt like they could have won that.
So where is the staying power on this cart? Students of the game can just go in here with this gravitic flux from Infected and CC.
Oh my god, they almost C9. Jesus Christ.
I'm waiting for it, Rose. You're on the car, so you'll see it at some point.
Nice shot.
Good shot from
That was a nice shot.
Gun kill straight through Scissors' skull now as Chime ascends to the high ground. However, there's a lamp there from Rack Attack to save PG's bacon. Now Dreamland are pushing this payload, but Rose, no one can get off. They're finding picks, which is important here, but they're still in OT. A moment's notice is required from students of the game. They just need to hold on for a brief moment longer for Rack and Cal to come back. The Flux ends up missing. Sugar Papa does end up going down, but there's too many
This is bad, chat. This is bad for students of the game, bro.
Rakatak and Cow are now back, and now the spawn advantage.
No, that's good actually for them. They see 9.
A little bit wide, but there it is. Half a second. Not even that.
Bro, they got rolled in the beginning of the game, and they came back and fucking won that, dude.
But students of the game. Honestly, like I said, I'm down for the funny names. This is all what Open Bracket's about. I love to see it. More funny names, please. It reminds me of like casting way back tournaments for Overwatch and other games as well. Like just seeing the most strange names possible. Nah, it is fantastic, and already it's a place where superstars are built up as well. Dreamland still have an opportunity to come back here. A very close game so far, despite the scoreline. As Dreamland, remember, they finished with like 3.5 minutes, almost 4 minutes, going into Blizzard World defense.
Yeah.
So it is anybody's game currently. Suravasa will be the flashpoint map for Dreamland if we do end up going there. But
we're all really here to watch you rise and then fall.
And remember,
well, technically you can't fall if you never rise. That's where I am at. I'm just never rising.
We are just about to jump into the game, so strap yourself in. I hope you had enough time to get a water or get some juice or squash or whatever you want to get. And
you got 16 DMCA copyright strikes on my YouTube coach. Oh yeah, you gotta co-stream this on Twitch, man.
You don't have it.
Squash concentrate?
Concentrate, yeah. So Carson knows what I'm talking about. Sorry, knows what I'm talking about.
No.
Sorry, does not know what I'm talking about. Okay.
I literally just googled squash and it brought up the vegetable.
It's not the vegetable.
What
it's just like concentrate, which is like you put a little bit in a cup.
Bro, squash is disgusting. Have you guys ever had squash? I remember I had to eat that shit when I was a kid.
Is British. Okay, good stuff. It's mixed with a certain amount of water, carbonated water, before drinking. Is it telling me what it is? Citrus.
Let's go.
It's citruses and fruits and berries and stuff. Okay, you know what? Great.
It's good. I'm drinking some right now to relax my voice.
I'm so happy.
Oh, we're getting into it. I'm so good. Miracom's almost here. Annie and Cal playing a little bit something different though. The BAP versus the Kiri here, the Kiriko. As it's just going to be a little bit more of this rush. I do very much like the Batiste over the Kiriko, especially when you're running these ram comps, but the Suzu is just so important against the Traces, Rose. Every Kiriko has just gotten so good at Suzuing whoever has been stuck, and Anian is going to be no different here. As Infected tries to make his presence known in the back line as they do push Dreamland back as they take control of the bot.
Okay, this is gonna pay attention to these first picks. I'm looking at Chime and PGE to open something up here for these fights.
I love
so low.
You know what I just remembered? I'm gonna run real quick, but I have kettle corn popcorn, chat. I'm gonna make some popcorn for these matches. These matches are good.
This is the first one to go down, but PGE willing to try and make this one a little bit more even. Snipes grapes, but it's actually Infected that falls. Their tank player dead. Not a good spot for the rest of the team to be in. Cal pretty low too. They are cleaned up, and the bot now in control of Dreamland. Oh, PG still gets a kill Ryan. Okay.
Okay.
And,
wow.
Okay, these are bad picks. It's going to be really tough for them now to fight, and they might just actually concede a lot of this bot push that they could have gotten if the fight was cleaner and try and just stick on this high ground. You can see they're not even trying to press the advantage here because of the amount of picks that they suffered.
No, they can't, but I mean, take a look at that too. Sugar Papa knows that the stay might be a little bit overstayed. Gotta get out of there.
Risky.
You can't stay there. Not everybody is back yet from Dreamland. But the Kitsune Rush, not gonna stop them from using that.
Oh, PG straight through the window. Yeah, Kitsune Rush versus a window and a railgun. I'm taking the window and the railgun every day of the week. A nice little one shot there onto Chime as Scissors finds Ryan off on the sidelines. And PG not afraid of
popcorn is delicious, but kettle corn is the worst. That is a horrible take. Kettle corn popcorn is delicious.
And a lot of ults coming out for students of the game now. Same with Dreamland. This next one's going to be a bloodbath.
I would agree with that one, especially if Grapes can get this sound.
By the way, RL Specialist, Michael, Alan, Heatwave, Almighty, Rhythm, Queen Panda, and Miss Mammal. Appreciating the massive new subs and resubs, friends.
For the students of the game to play around, and I think that's going to benefit PGE a lot in terms of these sightlines.
Oh, and also switching over to the BAP as well, thinking that's a bit of a better.
That's a good swap,
here, especially with the Sojans. Yeah, real good, but you're going to be fairly behind in terms of ult charge. There is Chime with the overclock, with sound barrier to match the annihilation. I told you it's going to be a bloodbath, but no one's dying until that overhealth fades away. Chime on the high ground, just kind of playing anger right now.
Really? No one, everyone popped so many ults.
It's actually Rakatek that finds the kill, and Sugar Pop is just kind of left isolated on heights. Onion and Grapes unable to kind of follow up. It was PG that kind of descended on them and put pressure.
Oh my god, that body flew, bro.
Suits the game here, although it was stolen briefly by Ryan, but you know, you're gonna at least get a little bit more push here.
Well, it helps a little bit because maybe you're able to deny this point capture by the time the Dreamland is able to come back in and contest. They really don't want this point to get unlocked. That's the biggest issue here. And Dreamland doesn't have a lot to work with though to be able to do that. So you're relying on just raw picks to stop this point capture, and PG's already walked away with a kill.
David, appreciate your master prime, my friend.
He's good for one. And there's the bot, so close to that checkpoint too. As Infected just continues to kind of pressure out, making sure
white cheddar popcorn is actually delicious.
Push themselves onto the points. Yeah, that's checkpoint for sure. Boom, there you go. Butt scratch mode initiated. So students of the game just handily taking control of this. Dreamland looking a little bit down right now in terms of raw firepower that they were showing earlier on.
Oh, it's tough too because like look at the rotation that they're taking. They don't really have another way that they can actually contest from.
Exactly.
And
ooh, nice balls.
You just
exactly
walk into the
Rose.
arms of the Ramatra.
Yeah, and then PG just sits on the high ground, and so does Cal, and they wait for a rotation, and Anian unfortunately fell victim to that high ground advantage. Real rough stuff from Sugar Papa 2, who's trying to help Anian kind of move on to the point, and Cal taking down Grapes.
Ooh, okay, chat.
They're finding stagger kills.
I got my popcorn.
Too, as Dreamland, that lead is just slipping away from them.
Bro, Dreamland is getting rolled this game.
This is a better position here for Dreamland. They can play this corner a bit more defensively favored, but students of the game still have this boss to work around as just natural cover. And so you can push Cal back a little bit, but you're really looking at trying to use some ultimates here for Dreamland.
Oh, Anian using that window too. That's going to be a lot of pressure. Good lamp just in time to save Sugar Papa. But this, again, another winner from PGE. A bit on the corner there from Cal, but they sniped Sugar Papa. There was nothing Anian could do there to save the Ram. Not enough healing, not enough immortality build. You need at least 2 more to try and live for all that Sojourn damage. Chime manages to escape here, not giving up another kill, and actually trades. Scissors falling, but still the bot is continuing to push. Students of the game with 105 meters plus here, just pushing the advantage constantly. It's just running away from them.
Yeah, and this is where this defensive advantage starts to go away. Chime, though, is able to get Lock Infected down into a corner, so that is going to be that front line removed. So Dreamland finally getting a chance to actually take control of this push. But look at all the groundwork they have to make up for. Yeah. That is 75 meters.
Still got 4 minutes on the clock though, so
yeah, there is a lot of time.
Here. But this fight is important. They need to win this pretty cleanly so they can take the high ground with Anian and Chime at the helm, just shooting anybody that kind of approaches the point.
Whoa, what a pulse bomb, bro.
Ryan tagging PG up and the annihilation. This is the clean fight that they need. Rakatak runs for the hills, doesn't want to drop the sound barrier just yet. Happy just to go down in this fight and be more prepared for the next one.
Yeah, they're totally okay with this because students of the game have 5 ultimates now to throw at this next fight. And you were saying that this fight is important for Dreamland to win, but with what? That's going to be so difficult to contend with everything that students of the game can throw at this. And you have to keep this high ground advantage, and Grapes is going to have like the sound barrier of his life at this point. Just have
another fucking pulse bomb.
I don't think Chime saw Scissors on their screen.
It was like a slam dunk. Like, just throw it over the top there.
So lamp there again from the bat, but it's just not enough. That high ground was firmly in their control, but Scissors with a bit of cunning evasion was able to just wrap around that high ground, use that mega health pack, and then wrap on the stairs, dunk on Chime, and just take control of that fight. And now the bot, once again, in control of students of the game, but I wouldn't be too surprised. Okay, Cal. Okay, I like the aggro.
Just go for
I don't know how I feel about that, chat. I think that's wasted.
Buying valuable time for them. to get back, and I think that's what you're trying to use their ultimates for now. You just used the pulse bomb in that last fight, and now you've got window to work all the way back to where you were before. And Chime, PG is behind them again.
Yeah, PG and Cal, they're chilling. They're herding Dreamland to their slaughter right now. There's not much really Sugar Papa can do, especially with the grapes falling over. Anian trying to be the difference maker though on the high ground with that window, but as soon as they hear that, as soon as they see that window prop up, as soon as the game dash straight onto the underground, and Anian does end up going down. Scissors picking up the clean kill, and Infected picking up Ryan. The ball once again in their favor, and with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, Dreamland, yeah, it's turning more into a nightmare land right now for them, because this game is slipping away from them.
With the Annihilation too, since the game just have so much sustain on the actual bot, and PGE still has yet to use that overclock. So as this bot starts to round the corner, PGE has great sightlines here, and also some really nice angles to take.
Oh, the pulse. Oh,
Immortality. I love Immortality, bro.
Forces Cow's Immortality field there. Gets the kill on it too. We'll take that. Oh, Annihilation. PG in trouble. There we go. Sound barrier Annihilation. They surge on forward. The power of a giant wave there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I don't think Dreamland's gonna win.
And their pulse bomb. So 3 ults to spare. But
if they win,
ultimates for these last fights is
I'll do another J3 tournament.
Just a clean sweep Dreamland, basically. You don't really.
Wait, what's going on? Wait. What's going on here?
You don't really need to push that far.
No.
You can just use
wait.
You have to push the bot to us, so we can just sit up here and shoot you while you do that. So not a bad play there, not overextending too much and not investing too much either.
Oh, for sure, because Dreamland at this point, the onus is on them. They have to initiate these fights. They have to push the pressure, and since the game, all they have to do is respond. They have such an insurmountable lead right now, and it's
not with console players.
But the checkpoint, they do give up the checkpoint. Okay, but there is 10 seconds left. So Dreamland gets to take the checkpoint, but they have to withstand this next onslaught of ultimates here that soon as the game have banked.
Window overclock for PG, and they just all scatter. Chimes up where they go. Hang on a second. They're on the high ground behind us. The bomb may be a little bit too far for them though, but Cal can still just unleash devastation.
That was a good rotation and a good wasted ult.
And Cal almost lights out an Onion there, who narrowly dodges the fire, but Scissors follows up instantly and takes her out. Annihilation on the point for Infected, and there's just not much you can do now. Overtime's going to tick down unless Chime's got something to say.
No, that's GG's. BGE is showing up, bro. He's showing up. Good. That was a quick 3-0, bro.
A 3-0, and they will advance to the main event.
Okay, friends. YouTube thinks you might like this next video, so let me know if they're right.